The game is on.
Welcome to From Finland with Love.
Hi.
Today we're gonna share some of our troubles and worries and problems when it comes to being a James Bond fan from Finland. And it's not only because we don't have any Finnish actors in the movies. I mean, the Swedes, there's loads.
Yes, but they're amazing.
Yeah. So we're not.
No.
And then, I mean, we see a few chairs in the movies. Like the latest movie, they had Alvar Aalto chairs. Wow! For your eyes only, there's one chair you see for 2 seconds, a design chair, very nice Finnish design. And stopping that, and checking it out. I'm going like, woo! Fantastic, we're in the movie. But it's not that. It's also very, very confusing to be a Finnish James Bond fan. We belong to the Swedish-speaking minority in Finland, so we speak actually Swedish as our mother tongue, but we are bilingual in that way that we speak both Finnish and Swedish. And often our material, if you look at road signs, they are often always in 2 languages. But also movies and movie names are often translated into Swedish and Finnish.
Yeah.
And that's where the confusement lies.
It does.
Because nowadays, in the latest Bond movies, they actually have stopped translating the names. We don't dub movies in Finland.
At all. I mean, the James Bond names, they're not translating them anymore.
No, not really.
Oh, okay.
No, I mean, now it's called No Time to Die.
Okay.
And
that's much better.
Of course,
Yeah.
Spectre and Quantum of Solace. They don't try to
It would
translate
be impossible.
It would be a bit tricky also. But earlier they did translate them. And so we don't dub the movies, we have subtitles, but the movie names, they actually, they used to promote them in Swedish and Finnish. So, I'm going to try out these things on you. Dr. No from 1962. That was called in Swedish on our posters in Finnish and Swedish. In the Finnish it said Salainen agentti ja tohtori No, meaning the secret agent and Dr. No.
Dr. No.
Okay,
that makes sense. Yeah.
But the Swedish one said med rätt att döda. So how would you translate that into English?
License to kill.
Yeah.
But isn't there...
Yes, exactly. So that's a bit
this is
confusing.
tricky.
That's a bit
I've
confusing.
actually never thought about
because
this. This is ingenious.
Yeah, that's the
But
problem.
it's crazy.
Yeah, that's why it's so freaking confusing.
Oh
There's
my
more
God.
to come. We
Okay,
don't know
okay.
which movie we're watching.
No.
We don't know what food we're eating. We don't know if we're even watching a James Bond movie. It's all confusing. So, License to Kill comes 1989.
Okay.
So they can't use the name anymore because
No.
they've already used it. So that one is called Tid för hämnd in Swedish.
Time for...
Revenge.
Revenge.
Yeah.
Okay.
Time for revenge. So we
Okay.
have one more of these, like time for this and no
Yeah.
time and this and that. Yeah. So anyway, so that was of course a bit confusing.
Yeah.
When you're thinking about which movies should we watch, it depends on, and then you remember them kind of, you translate them in your head, so it all goes wrong. So the next movie called From Russia with Love, in Swedish it was called Agent 007 Agent 007 ser rött.
Ser rött.
Yeah.
Sees red.
Yeah. Agent 007 sees red. All right, It's a name. Well, Russia, red. I don't know. So maybe it works.
A little bit obvious.
But in
yeah.
Finnish it was called Salainen agentti 007 Istanbulissa.
In Istanbul.
Yeah, so he's not even in Russia. In Finland, he's in Turkey.
In Finnish is in Turkey.
Yeah.
In Swedish is in Russia.
Oh,
in
he's
English,
just seeing red.
Oh, he's just seeing red.
Yeah.
He's mad.
Yeah. And in the English one, he's in Russia. So it's a little bit confusing because when I remember talking with some friends in English when I was younger, and say, "Yeah, have you seen the one James Bond in Istanbul?" And they're like, "There's no James Bond in Istanbul." "Oh, yeah, sure there is."
I just saw it.
But have you seen From Russia with Love? No. But so it's all very confusing. Okay, then we have Goldfinger was called what it was, so that was kind of. I mean, I think it would have been fun if it was the mannen med det gyllene fingret.
Gyllene fingret.
Det var Guldfinger, it was Goldfinger, no problem.
Okay, good.
But then Thunderball, and that's a bit confusing also, because that's called Åskbollen in Swedish, Pallosalama in Finnish,
But Thunderball, so that's like a direct translation now to both languages.
That's what you think, and that's what I thought always.
Oh.
So explain to me, what is an oskball, what's a thunderball, what is pallosalama?
Well, pallosalama isn't that comes from a blixt, from a
It's
lightning.
Lightning, yeah.
Lightning ball.
Lightning ball, exactly.
So no
In
thunderball.
English it's called ball lightning.
Yeah, okay.
And you know what a thunderball is? I thought this was a thunderball.
Yeah.
Thunderball is the mushroom cloud from a nuclear bomb. That's a thunderball.
That's not even close.
No, and this is why everyone's being confused. We think that thunderball is ball lightning because it was translated
Of
into
course.
ball lightning.
I'm so confused.
Yeah, exactly.
And I mean, we should actually have seen 3 different James Bond movies,
Yeah.
according to the names,
Yeah.
because he's been totally
Yeah.
different places.
Yeah. Okay, so that
Okay.
actually is in people's vocabulary. They think that a thunderball is this ball lightning.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Are you gonna answer? Then okay. Then only live twice, du lever bara 2 gånger. That was kind of translated as it
Okay.
is.
Yeah.
And in Her Majesty's Secret Service was also Diamonds Are Forever was translated into Diamantfeber, which is diamond fever. And it's
Okay.
kind of okay. You can
All right.
kind of understand that.
Somebody wanted to be a little
Yeah.
bit creative there.
And then it continues with translations that are kind of understandable.
What was that in Finnish then? Diamonds Are Forever.
It's Timantit ovat ikuisia,
Okay,
which is
so that
kind
was
of a
good.
direct
Yeah.
translation, yeah. Then another confusing one is Moonraker. And what do
I
you
don't know
what do you
anything
think?
about
What do
this.
you think a Moonraker is?
Moonraker, it's a kuuraketti. It's a
Yeah.
raketti that goes to the moon.
Yeah, a moon rocket. That's
Yeah,
what you
moon
think it
rocket,
is.
yes.
And it's because we have read that James Bond, it's called kuuraketti.
Moon.
You think it's Moonraker,
Moon-
kuuraketti?
No, Raker isn't not.
Sorry, moon rocket.
Moon rocket.
And here it says Månraketen.
In Swedish.
Yeah. So
And then it says
Moonraker. But the thing is
Moonraker.
that we always thought that I've also used it when I was younger, like saying like Moonraker when I mean a rocket.
yeah.
But it's not a word that even exists. Moonraker is nothing.
No way.
Yeah, it's just an invented word actually, and it's actually for the novel by Ian Fleming, which was totally a different story.
So we've translated it into moon rocket.
Yeah. So everyone in Finland has thought, and in Sweden, that a moonraker is a moon rocket.
Yeah.
So we kind of
Yeah.
use it. So
Yeah.
that's super confusing also. It's nice to notice that you don't even know this because this is So we
That's
don't
ridiculous.
Well, another one that's equally confusing is we could jump into this because this is the same. Octopussy.
Yeah. Okay.
That's-
This one I know.
Yeah, and that's translated into mustekala, bläckfisken, which both mean octopus.
Octopus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So of course there was a word game in this Octopussy. It was a fun thing, word game, and you couldn't do that in Swedish. So they just translated into
Are you gonna
to octopus.
explain to us the word game?
No, I'm not gonna explain it. But the confusing thing is here that you hear older Finns and Swedes ordering octopussy in a restaurant.
No,
because-
I mean, I have to go here and say not only even Finns. I've
Yeah.
heard it abroad a lot.
Yeah. Okay.
So James Bond destroyed octopus for all the
Yeah.
restaurants.
So people order octopussy.
Yeah.
And that's because it was translated into octopus. So we've learned English from James Bond totally wrong.
Totally
Yeah.
wrong.
So that's freaking confusing. Then, For Your Eyes Only was translated into erittäin salainen in Finnish.
Okay, very secret.
Yeah, and you would say top secret actually.
That's true.
Yeah. So erittäin salainen, For Your Eyes Only, translated in Finnish would mean top secret.
Okay.
Well, then there was another movie, like a few years later from that, I think it was in 1984, called Top Secret. And that was
James Bond movie?
No, it's not a James Bond movie. It's a comedy movie.
Like the airplane thingy with
There's some of these.
okay.
Hei me lennetään and all these. Yeah.
Okay,
But
Top
anyway,
Secret,
so
yeah.
that's called Top Secret. So then you were thinking that then that was so confusing. Like, are we watching For Your Eyes Only, translated in Finnish to Top Secret. So it's like, which one are we? Is James Bond in Top Secret? No. Yeah, he's in. I've seen the movie. No, he's not in it. So that was actually freaking confusing. What are we watching?
You said that was Oxo.
Oxo. Yeah, so I'm not getting
We're totally
Swedish, Finnish, and English totally mixed. That's what I mean. So this has been very confusing for us. The thing is that when you start with translating movies freely, they might have thought, they just do this one translation. They don't think that there's 24 more movies coming,
Right.
And then if we just freely use these things, it's already a struggle to come up with the movie names, I think, for the producers.
Exactly, in like English.
Yeah, in English. So then when they start translating it kind of freely, some of those are going to be the same that they come up with, and then it's totally confusing, like it was with the first one, Med rätt att döda, which means License to Kill. And then they had to come up with, when License to Kill came, they had to come up with Time for Revenge, and this and that. Anyway.
Wait, so it wasn't that in Swedish then?
Yeah.
License to Kill was in Swedish. Tid för hämnd.
Yeah.
Okay.
Time for Revenge. So should we watch Time for Revenge tonight? We don't know what the frick we're watching. Anyway, so we want to share this.
So
it's not easy, and we hope that you feel, sorry for us and understand how hard it is. We're trying still, and we're trying to watch Bond movies every evening. It's difficult.
But it's a surprise.
Yeah, every evening. We love it. But hey, thank you for being with us. See you soon again.
Bye.